Hi there, and welcome to my garden in the early morning. I'm having my morning coffee in the garden before it's getting too hot. We're facing another day of 30 degrees plus, so the potatoes won't be happy at the end of the day. And as long as the flowers are out, I'm here checking for pollen, checking for flower colors, and other things on my TPS seedling plants. And while I'm here, I thought I could talk about how I mark my plants. Most of them are not really interesting. That's just the nature of the beast when you are plant breeding. There's a lot of stuff that's not really exciting. But if you find something exciting, it's important to keep track of it. And for me, it's not only the potatoes that I harvest in the end. If it's just that you're interested in, you don't need to mark the plants. However, I like to keep track of other plant traits, the flowers, interesting, odd things that are not appearing in other plants. So here we get our possibly variegated one, and it has really big flowers. They're larger than the average potato flower and possibly variegated. So that's one that I'm marking for sure. And what I do here is somewhere on the stem, it gets a ribbon. Some string of wool that's not green. Don't use green, you can't find it. So this time I'm using kind of a rusty red, but I use any color. And it's just a string. And this one has no knots. I keep a file on my phone or on a piece of paper where I note what color means what. So you can use different colors. And what I also do is I make knots. So this string hasn't found a plant yet, and it gets 2 knots on this side and 2 knots on the other side. So my file looks like this. Rusty red color, no knots, possibly variegated plant, huge white flowers. That's it. Here I have another plant that I marked because it has the most beautiful light blue. My phone isn't picking up blue very well, but it's the most beautiful light blue, and the pollen bags are quite dark colored, so I'm suspecting this one has a really good color in the potato. It's not only a blue potato, it's blue inside, and I'm suspecting it's a lot of blue. So that one got a mark, and it has 1 knot on this arm and no knot on this arm. So I will note in my file light blue flowers and lots of color in the pollen bags. If it would focus, not cooperating. And there's nice growing plants, white flowers. Nothing special about it, so it's not getting a ribbon. Another one that I marked is this one. It has beautiful stripes on the flower. It has red markings on the young leaves, a quite striking red stem. So it get a ribbon with 2 knots. When you secure the ribbon around the plant, don't strangle the plant, so keep it a little loose and don't put it too far up on the stem. You might lose it. Too far down, it's kind of tricky to see while the plants are growing, and you might end up marking a plant 2 times, which is kind of unnecessary. So I keep it somewhere in the middle, works fine for me. This one has also a really nice leaf shape, leaf color. It's early. I get to drink more coffee. Sorry. But it's not having a ribbon yet. And this one has quite stunning leaves. Also, they're really dark, starting out. And the flowers here, you can tell it best on the young flowers, but they also get really nice markings. So this one also get a ribbon here. And yeah, it's not set in stone that those are keepers. It's just my way to keep track of special traits, that I get interested in something and to remind me what I found interesting on the plant. Because in the end of the season, all of them will be wilted and ugly, and none of them will look interesting. So that's kind of hard to remember with 30-40 seedlings, that some of them had nice foliage or nice flowers or special leaf shapes or special colors on the leaves. So I like to note those things down, and using paper tags that you tie on with a ribbon. They are heavy, they can damage the plant, they can wash away with the rain, they can get unreadable. So ribbons are a great way for me. I quite like using them, that system. And you can even go all in and use a yellow color for the flowers, for example, a blue color if you were interested in the leaves, different colors of string to just mark different traits. So it's quite a adaptable system. Depends how in detail you would like to note things. There's another great flower. It's like a beautiful purple. But some of them have not flowered yet. So I'm still keeping some ribbons for later. Maybe there's some stunning flowers turning up a little later. I typically mark about 5-6 plants. Right now it's 4 plants that are marked, so that's usually the average for me when I'm growing about 30 or 40 seedling plants. And depending on how the tubers look, I will keep them. But if the tubers are no good at all, I won't keep them, even if the plants are looking nice. So, because after all, it's about the potato that we're harvesting in the end of the season. So thank you for watching. Happy gardening, happy potato breeding. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.